Good afternoon. This is local Channel 13 Productions, and I'm Alan Mesher, along with Mike Greiner, and we'll be bringing you Ohio High School Division IV Regional Final Basketball from UD Arena. Tonight, or this afternoon's game between the Minster Wildcats and the Botkins Trojans. Minster comes in with a 17-7 record, and Botkins has a 20-5 record. This afternoon's game is brought to you by the following sponsors. Brought to you by Stroh, Borgert & Johnson, certified public accountants located in Minster and Wapakoneta for tax accounting and business consulting services since 1979. Also brought to you by Minster Foods. Minster Foods is a food and paper wholesaler servicing schools, hospitals, restaurants, organizations, and caterers. By Trademark Designs Incorporated, specializing in the manufacture of nameplates, architectural signage, and corporate awards. Also brought to you by Paul Winter Nursery, a complete nursery featuring shade and flowering trees, shrubs, evergreens, mulch, lawn irrigation, and lawn maintenance. By TriStar Packaging Products Corporation, designers and manufacturers of folding cartons and visual packing systems. And by the Dannon Company Incorporated, processors of a variety of yogurts, including Dannon traditional products, Dannon Light, and Dannon Sprinklings. Also brought to you by G&G Tool Company Incorporated, specializing in precision, close tolerance subcontract CNC machining and precision manufacturing of tools, jigs, fixtures, and gauges. Well, Mike, welcome aboard. I know you've been pretty much involved in basketball over there at Ohio State University. You participated in a couple Big Ten champions down there while you were down there, so welcome aboard, and I hope we see a heck of a ball game today.
I appreciate it, Alan. I hope we do too. I think we got two great teams here at doing their community very proud, and I think we're gonna have a great game.
Okay, Minster is going to come in, and I'm sure they'll play that 2-3 zone, and they're going to want to play a deliberate ball game, I think, and I think what you're going to see out of Botkins is I think you're going to see a man-to-man, and I think you're going to see a press, and I think you're going to see a run-and-gun type offense, Mike. And Minster comes in again with a 17-7 record. Botkins is 20-5, and I know Botkins last Thursday night whooped up pretty hard on Twin Valley South, 81-49, while Minster had a close game with Ansonia, and the score there was 52-43, Mike. And we're here with about 7:19 left to go, and I'm going to get a couple more sponsors in here, and then we'll go through some more things here. Metzger Brothers Implement Incorporated, Cedar White outdoor dealer friend Doug Metzger during his season opener, going on now at Metzger Brothers between Minster and New Bremen. Get a great deal on white lawn tractors and walk-behinds, and be sure to ask Doug about his special financing offer. But hurry, the white season opener ends April 15th. Also, renters of U-Haul trucks and trailers, one-way or local. Brought to you by Minster Insurance, serving the needs of the area since 1928. Located on West 4th Street in Minster, Minster Insurance offers life, health, home, auto, and business insurances. By Minster Lumber, featuring quality products like Owens Corning fiberglass insulation, Stanley steel doors, and Anderson's windows with high-performance glass. Minster State Bank, we're your locally owned and operated bank. The money you invest with us stays here locally in the form of loans for business and industry, for home and family needs. And brought to you by N.J. Hogenkamp's Sons, serving the area for over 110 years with funeral homes in Minster, Coldwater, and St. Henry. And Mike, I thought the star of the game Thursday night for Minster was probably Jason Stuckey. Come in and he had 8 points, but he had some real nice passes. He had some key steals, and I don't think he missed a shot from the field.
I think they all really stepped up their game. Of course, Stuckey really had a great game. I think Fullenkamp had a great game. I think you really can't single hardly anybody out. They just stepped up. I thought the sophomore Ryan Schwartz had a great game off the bench, filling in for Jonas Leaning, I thought.
Ryan had a great game coming in, and I think he had 7 big rebounds. And, those 7 rebounds really come in there, and he had a couple points. And I know Minster came in, and we had 9 guys scoring. And Botkins on their game, they had 8 guys. So there's a lot of depth on both clubs. And on this Big Four, that's going to make a difference.
I think there's no doubt. Both coaches are willing and able to go to their benches, and I think they'll probably go 8-9 deep again today.
And talking about coaches, we got Mike Lee for Minster. He's a first-year man at the head job for Minster. And on the other end of the spectrum, Tony Rogers is a first-year coach over there at Botkins. He took the job over from Bill Elsaw, and Bill Elsaw has got a team, his own team up there at Upper Scioto Valley. And if both of those two teams keep winning, if Botkins keeps winning in Upper Scioto, you may see those two coaches that were kind of the head coach and assistant coach go head-to-head here.
Be a nice rematch down in Columbus. Yeah, that's right.
But maybe I think Minster's got some other things to say about that.
I would
hopefully.
think so too. I think Mike Lee wants to see his team go down to the big trip to Columbus too, I think.
Okay, and we got Spielus Chiropractic Clinic Incorporated, who offers the latest and most up-to-date physical therapy and sports medicine technology available for the treatment of various injuries. Dr. Larry and Dr. Doug Spielus has over 30 years of experience in family chiropractic care and sports injury management. Brought to you by Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru. For your favorite food and beverage anytime, stop in at Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru in Minster. Also featuring noon luncheon specials. By Wagner's IGA, who has been serving the community for 3 generations. Featuring large variety of produce, full-service meat department, fresh seafood, in-store bakery, hot and cold deli, and a full line of movie rentals. Also brought to you by Wermeyer Concrete, specializing in poured walls and foundations for residential, light commercial, or farm construction. By the Eagle Plaza, including the following stores: Eagle Nest, Ben Franklin, Jenny's Hallmark, Coast to Coast, Lawler's and Flowers and Greenhouse, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, Sweeterman's Minster Pharmacy, and Coppice Foods. We've got some Botkins sponsors also. Wilt Homes and Harry's Paint Shop, where one stop does it all. Quality construction and competitive pricing go hand in hand with experience in all phases of construction and interior decorating. Please consider Wilt Homes and Harry's Paint Shop in Botkins. And by The Crossing in Botkins, who wishes the Trojans good luck and invites you to enter and enjoy their luncheon specials weekdays from 11 to 1 p.m. Always open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. Stop in and enjoy pizzas and subs after the game. And by Myers Tavern, who delivers 5 to 10 p.m. weekdays and 5 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Myers Tavern says, "Deliver us another victory, Trojans." Okay, we got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, and a couple more things here about the fate of this thing. Worthington Christian plays Centerburg, and the winner of that game will face the winner of this game at Columbus on Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Another thing here, I see Coldwater was the MAC league champ, and Fort Laramie was the Shelby County League champ, and I'm not sure about Botkins and Minster. I think Minster was the runner-up in the MAC, and I think Botkins probably was the runner-up in the Shelby County League.
Right, I think they both might have been runner-ups. I'm positive about Minster. I don't know about Botkins.
Okay, and the other thing, I think Coldwater played Fort Laramie and during the season, and Coldwater took a 2-point victory from Laramie during the season, which, you know, the season you can pretty well throw out. I mean, that's over, said and done with, and I think you can see that on these Botkins Trojans. The first time Minster faced them, we beat them 57-51 at Minster, but the Botkins Trojans look like a different team right now.
I think so. If you would have watched them 2 nights ago, Thursday night, against that Twin Valley South team, I was very impressed, and I think if they play like that, it'll be a tough team for Minster to beat, I believe.
Well, and I think we got to try to control the tempo here, Mike, and try to slow this thing down, because if we get in the run and gun game with them, we've seen what they can do.
That's right. You know Botkins is going to be pressing all game, and they're going to play up tempo. They're going to push the ball as much as they can, and whereas Minster is going to try to take advantage of their inside game, and they're going to. It should be a great matchup. See how the strengths match up against each other.
Okay, we're going to cut it off and get the introduction of the players.
This regional final in Division 4 between the Botkins Trojans and the Minster Wildcats. Introducing the managers for Botkins: Brandon Rogers, Joyce Rogers, Steve Krebs. Managers for Minster: Jay Farah, Wes Farno. Assistant coaches for Botkins: Terry Finkenbein, Brett Meyer. Assistant coach for Minster, Mike Ernst. Head coach for the Trojans, Tony Rogers. Head coach of the Wildcats, Mike Lee. Introducing the players for Botkins, number 20, Mike Maurer. For Minster, number 40, Josh Clooney. For Botkins, number 24, Tom Plattfoot. For Minster, number 14, Brian Heitkamp. For the Trojans, number 30, Trevor Rogers. For the Wildcats, number 20, Brian Schott. For Botkins, number 34, Kellen Munger. For Minster, number 32, Scott Bergman. For Botkins, number 40, Jeremy Wick. For Minster, number 34, Wes Tiemann. For the Trojans, number 44, Pat Bueller. For the Wildcats, number 42, Mike Sextro. For Botkins, number 50, Jesse Kreitzer. For Minster, number 52, Ryan Schwartz. Now your starting lineups. Starting at guard for Botkins, number 14, 5'9" senior Jason Rickert. At guard for Minster, number 22, 5'11" senior Jason Stuckey. At guard for Botkins, number 22, 5'11" senior Jason Wendell. Guard for Minster, number 24, 6'1" sophomore P.J. Sider. At center for the Trojans, number 52, 6'5" senior Phil Vehorn. At center for the Wildcats, number 54, 6'8" senior Jonas Leaning. At forward for Botkins, number 62, number 42, 6'2" senior Josh Stanky. At forward for Minster, number 12, 6'2" senior Eric Belcher. And at forward for Botkins, number 32, 6'2" senior Jeff King. And at forward for Minster, number 30, 6'5" senior Kurt Fulenkamp. Now to honor America, let's rise and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Okay, there we've had the introduction of the players, the national anthem, and we're just about ready to get started here, Mike. Again, I think you're going to see Botkins coming out here and trying to press this thing real quick and early and set the tempo. And Minster, meanwhile, I think they're going to want to slow this thing down and go into a 2-3 zone.
Right. I think a big thing without Brad Heitkamp being in the game today, I think it's going to be how we handle how the press is handled and how you can push it up the court and control the tempo. By all means, they have to control the tempo.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. And Brad injured, he broke his foot. He's down there on the bench, but he's definitely it's a key thing in here because he was our ball handler. So we're getting ready for the tip-off. We got Leaning up there against Josh Steinke. Leaning's much bigger, but Steinke can jump, and Minster controls the tip. Jason Stuckey with the ball. There's Sider, and they're in a man-to-man defense against us. Fulenkamp up to Leaning. Underneath to Belcher. Up and in. Minster with 2 for Belcher. There's Rickert with the ball up to Wendell. Underneath to Vehorn, and he's fouled. Foul's on number 12. That's Eric Belcher. That'll be the first foul of the game. And going to the line is number 52. That's Phil Vehorn, and he's got some Minster roots there himself. His mother was a Wreathman from Minster. Up and in, 2-1, favor of the Wildcats. Second shot up. No good, off to Leaning. Up to Sider. Sider guarded down there by 14, that's Jason Rickert. Up to Stuckey, under to Fulenkamp. He's going to shoot it. Good. 4-1. Favor of Minster. Rickert with the ball. He's going to shoot it. No good. Rebound to Leaning. Up to Stuckey. Stuckey's going to bring it up across the timeline. Guarded there by number 22. That's Wendell. Up to Belcher. So Botkins playing a man-to-man. Fulenkamp with the ball out front. Over to Sider. Sider loose. He throws it under Fulenkamp. He's going to shoot it. Partially blocked under there by Steinke. Wendell's got it. He pulls up at the foul line. Shoots no good. Rebound to 24. That's Sider. Nice pick set there by Stuckey, and he's going to take it under to Sider, who's all alone. He shoots good. 6-1, Minster. Wendell up to Steinke. Steinke off to Rickert. Back to Wendell. He shoots, no good. Ball out of bounds.
Stepped on the line now.
To Minster. So Belcher's going to take it in, and Botkins is going to put a little more pressure on Minster now. They're going to put a... Minster passes it up to Leaning, gets it across the timeline, breaks that press. Stuckey looking for somebody. There's Fulenkamp. Guarded by Vehorn. There's a turnover. That's the first turnover of the game, I think, and that's going to be Botkins' ball. So with 5:42 left in the first quarter, score 6-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Rickert brings it up across the timeline over to King. King gets it over to Vehorn. There's Wendell into Steinke. We're going to call a foul on number 22, Jason Stuckey. So they'll get the ball out of bounds. Minster with 2 fouls so far. Botkins has none. Minster playing that 2-3 zone. And they don't want to, no team's done very well bringing it inside up there with that Leaning. He's a big guy.
They really pack it in there. They really pack it in. There's a 3.
No good by Rickert. Leaning with the rebound. He's controlling the boards right now, Mike.
Yeah, that's a key too for Minster, I believe. No second opportunities for Botkins.
But Woody's going to the bucket. No good. No, we got a blocking foul. That'd be 2 shots. That was on number 52, I believe.
Vehorn probably, right?
Or it was 42. I didn't get, no. Number 42, Josh Steinke.
That's his first and team's first.
Okay, and Woody's going to the line to shoot 2 shots. Score 6-1 in favor of Minster. And Woody's got a nice touch in there Mike, and he don't miss many free throws. First one up and in. Second one good, all net. We got a substitution, number 34, Wes Tiemann, coming in for number 22. That's Jason Stuckey. And this is what we needed, Mike. Minster, they wanted to get out to an early lead and control the tempo, 8-1. And Botkins, I'm sure they wanted to do the same thing. There, Rickards got it all alone. He's going to shoot it, and it's a two-pointer, 8-3. Sider with the ball, being pressed. There's a turnover.
Good hustle by Minster there. Both teams, good hustle.
Wes Tiemann going after it hard, and he crashes into the table. He knocks a lot of stuff off of the table down there, but it's going to be Botkins' ball. Rickards got it. Over to King. To Vehorn. Wendell. They're looking around, seeing if they can't get that open shot. There's the shot that's a three by Jeff King. So that three brings them up there 8-6, and it was 8-1, and all of a sudden it's 8-6.
It's had a double screen there. They couldn't get out there to put a hand in his face.
Okay, it's going to be out of bounds to Minster. Belcher's going to take it in. Up to Leaning. Gets it out to Tiemann. Tiemann just a sophomore. Good ball handler. Leaning's got it underneath. All alone. P.J. Sider. Count it. That flex offense, Mike, gets Minster a lot of buckets under that. There's a three. No good. Rebound fought for, and it's going to be pulled down by Woody Fullcamp. Botkins only getting one shot down there, Mike, and that's a key. Steal. Minster's going to come back with it, though. Leaning gets it. Underneath to Sider, all alone. No good. He's going to fight, shoot. No good again. And Vehorn comes down with a rebound for Botkins. Up across the timeline. Wendell's going to take a three. Oh, count it. 10-9. Wendell, you could see he wanted that ball. He was going to shoot it when you could see it right away.
I was downtown there.
He was out there away, wasn't he?
Almost pro there, yeah.
And Botkins starting to turn the tempo up here, Mike, and that's what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah, it's starting to be a type of ball game they want to play right now.
We got a substitution for Minster, number 22, Jason Stuckey coming in for Eric Belcher, number 12. Into Tiemann. Guarded there by number 24 for Botkins, Tom Plattfoot. And there's a turnover. So Vehorn's going to take it out. He'll inbound it to Wendell.
That's Minster's fourth turnover, Alan.
Well, we got 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Shot there by Wendell. Wendell starting to get hot out there. We know he can shoot it. Double team there, Wes Tiemann. He gets it out underneath the Stuckey, up to Leaning. Leaning goes to the basket. Good.
Nice pull-up jumper there by Jonas.
With Botkins pressing it up court. That's Wendell with the ball. Into King. Over to Plattfoot. Underneath to Vehorn. That's going to be a blocked shot by Leaning. Botkins putting the pressure on. Sider gets the ball. It's going to be a travel against Sider. He just couldn't quite get control of it, Mike, and 2:11 left to go, and there's another turnover.
That trap out front seems to be giving Minster some problems right now.
They got to pass that ball before they can trap him out there. We got a substitution for Botkins, number 14. Jason Rickards coming in for Jeff King. So Plattfoot with the ball, bringing it up, or Wendell, I mean. Over to Steinke. Underneath to V-Horn. He's going to put it up against Leaning. No good. Rebound to Steinke. And he's going to turn the ball over to Minster. 12-12, 1:56 left to go in the first quarter. And Minster's going to bring 4 guys down here now to handle that press. See if they can't get it across. And Tiemann beats the press that time, and he takes it to the hoop, up to Leaning. We got a foul.
Check on Wendell, doesn't it now? 22.
Number 42, Josh Steinke. That's his second.
His second foul.
He's their big gun. He was a Shelby County Player of the Year, and they can't afford to lose him to foul trouble. Tiemann with the ball, gets it up to Heitkamp. He's going to pull up and shoot. No good. Foul by number 30. That's going to be on Kurt Fullenkamp. I think that's his first.
That's his first foul, right?
So Botkins will get the ball out of bounds. Jeff King comes in for Josh Steinke. Belcher comes in for Woody Fullenkamp. Wendell with the ball. Over to Plattfoot, to King. Underneath to V-Horn, that's blocked. Leaning blocks that shot, and it's going to be out of bounds though to Botkins. So the score, 12-12, 1:22 left to go here in this half. There's a substitution. Kreitzer's coming in, number 50 for King, for Botkins.
Leading second block of the game already. I could be a little intimidation down
there.
They're a little.
There's a travel on number 22, Jason Wendell. So Minster's got the ball, 1:19. We got a sub for Minster. Sider's going to come in for Wes Tiemann. One sophomore replaces the other, and I'm sure that Minster would probably like to take that thing down and get one shot here.
I would think so. I think Botkins going to have to keep the pressure on him, though. Maybe they can get a bunny shot out of it.
Here goes Leaning. There's going to be a foul there. That's on Kreitzer, I believe, number 50.
That's his first team third.
So Leaning will go to the line shooting 2. Leaning, for as big as he is, pretty good touch at the foul line, Mike.
So many games like this, free throws are always important.
Short on that one.
Oh,
13-12, Minster ahead. Rickard with the ball across the timeline, up to Wendell. He's going to shoot it. No good. Rebound to V-Horn. He puts it up and good.
Hitting the offensive boards there.
Heitkamp with the ball. He gets it over to Sider. Sider gets it to Belcher across the timeline. Gets it knocked away. Heitkamp recovers it. He goes in, misses the shot. Botkins with the ball across the timeline. That's Wendell. He's pushing it up there quick. Rebound, fought for, going to come down to Minster. Stuckey. He holds it up, gets it back to Heitkamp.
Always have a man on the ball, don't they, Alan?
They're pushing it. Sider with it. Into Leaning. Going to be a turnover.
That's Minster's 6th turnover of the quarter.
So they take Leaning out and bring in Ryan Schwartz. Don't want to get a foul on the big guy probably here just before the quarter ends. So Schwartzy comes in, and like he did, if he does like he did last Thursday, he had 7 big rebounds. Botkins got 17 seconds here to bring it down and get their shot in.
Probably hold it for 1 here.
Plattfoot with the ball. He's going to shoot it. That's a 3.
Ooh, got it.
That's a, put her in the book. 15-13. Shot, no good. I don't know about that score. I think that's probably 15-13. Tonight's game brought to you by Botkins Sunoco with Bob, Tammy, and the gang who wish the Trojans continued success. By Kenning Equipment wishes the Trojans success because success brings out the best in all of us. Beam Construction wishes the Botkins Trojans continued success. Brought to you by Brown Welding, who joins in the support of the Trojans. Kennedy's Garage at 101 South Main in Botkins is headquarters for complete auto repair. The In-Between wishes the Trojans the best in their run for a state title. Stop at the In-Between for daily dinner specials and call them for your special catering needs. And by Lottridge Rubber, who says, go get 'em Trojans. Is that the score, the correct score there, 17-13?
That's what I got, Al.
For the Trojans.
13 to 17.
Okay, the Trojans take control of the first quarter, then 17 to 13. And
Botkins had 4 3-pointers that quarter, and Minster, I don't even believe Minster attempted one. Maybe that last second shot there at the end of the quarter, but I think Minster didn't even attempt one.
Who made those 4?
Wendell has 2, Plattfoot has 1, and I believe King has 1.
Okay. Plattfoot with the ball. He gets it over to Wendell. It's going back to Plattfoot. He shoots it. No good. Rebound fought for, and it's going to go to Botkins. Inside to Steinke, no good, fought for. Now Botkins is starting to hit the boards and get some second shots, and Wendell drills a 3. Stuckey with it. Across the Sider into Fullenkamp. Woody's going to take it to the hoop. No good. Rebound out to Plattfoot for Botkins. And he's going to have a turnover. Trevor Rogers in the game for Botkins. 20 to 13, and those threes add up in a curry.
Yeah, 5 3-pointers, and that's Wendell's on fire.
So I think Mike Lee's going to put Mike Sextro in to try and counter that from the 3-point line. Mike's a good shooter from out there at a distance. He's coming in for Eric Belcher. Inbounds to Stuckey, up to Sider. Across to Stuckey. He brings it across the timeline. Over to Sextro. Into Leaning. Leaning puts it up and good.
That's what Minster wants to do right there. Push it inside.
Move it inside, yep. King over to Wendell. Wendell's hot. He shoots no good. Rebound to Sider. Minster. Up to Stuckey. Stuckey will get it over to Sextro. It's going to be a turnover. No. They call it Minster ball.
I think Kreitzer tipped it there.
Okay. So it's Minster ball, no turnover. And Sextro's going to inbound it for Minster. 15 to 20 the score. Botkins in the lead. Into Leaning. That's knocked away by Steinke. Wendell with the ball up to Rickert. No good. Down to Wendell, up to Kreitzer. No good. Fought for, down by Woody Fullenkamp of Minster. Stuckey with the ball across the timeline. Over to Sider. There's their go calling over and back. So there's a turnover for the Wildcats. Number 32, Jeff King's going to inbound the ball for Botkins. You got King and Rickert, Steinke, Wendell, and Kreitzer in the ball game right now for Botkins. Kreitzer takes it up against Leaning. Leaning blocks it. Fought for. P.J. Sider gets it. It's Minster ball. Up to Stuckey, across to Sider, back to Stuckey. Up to Sextro, short. Wendell with the ball. There's going to be a foul on number 22, Jason Stuckey. Tonight's game brought to you by Boimer Construction Incorporated. Area residents recognize Boimer Construction as a leader in quality construction for over 40 years. Whether your needs be residential or commercial construction, call Boimers at 628-3364 in Minster. So that's going to be
It's Jason's second foul.
Jason's second foul. There's a lot of Jasons out there. Jason Wendell inbounds it, and he's got the ball right now. Over to King, back to Rickert. Kreitzer's got it. He gets it to King. There, Rickert's going to take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound to
Leaning.
There's a Nope. Ooh.
That pressure's
Sider,
really bothering them. But they
yep. Sider saves it, though, and now Tiemann with the ball. There's a turnover. Up to King. Back to Wendell, into Kreitzer. King's going to take the three. No good. Rebound to Sextro. Over to Sider. Got a timeout, Minster. Tonight's game brought to you by Busher Electric Incorporated, providing energy management services. Busher Electric is ready to handle residential, farm, commercial, and industrial assignments. By Brinkman Service Center, who specializes in complete auto and truck maintenance utilizing certified mechanics. Brinkman is an authorized dealer for all Mack truck parts and service. By the Minster Dental Center. At the Dental Center, family dentistry is stressed. Restorative and cosmetic dentistry, tooth whitening, orthodontics, TMJ, dentures, and oral surgery are a few of the available procedures. By Burke's Petroleum Service. David Burke features high-quality products including gasoline, K1 kerosene, home heating oil, diesel supreme, and lube oils for farm, commercial, and residential needs. And the score, 20-15, and there's been a little lull here in the action, Mike. Botkins was hot, and all of a sudden their three-point shooting's cooled off a little bit, but Minster not being able to get the thing in the hoop either.
I think Minster, the last couple minutes have limited them to their offensive rebound, so Botkins only get one chance at the boards again. So
that's a key there, and you know they're missing their threes and not getting that second shot. But Minster keeps what they're having trouble with the turnovers.
Yeah, this press is really giving them fits. If they keep their head up, maybe they can get some bunnies out of it.
A little less dribbling and a little more passing, maybe. Woody takes the baseline. He's going to get. It's going to be out of bounds to Minster.
Every chance Botkins get, they try to trap somewhere along the line.
They're hustling out there on that man-to-man defense, putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Tiemann with it. Over to Sider. They got two guys on them every chance they can. Woody going to take it to the hoop, put it up and in. Score 20-17 in favor of Botkins. King with the ball. He brings it up to Rickert. Inside to Steitke. Steitke's going to go against Leaning. Leaning intimidates him and comes down with a rebound. Sider with the ball. Again, they got him double teamed. Now they get it up to Fullenkamp. He gets it to Sider. Back to Fullenkamp. Fullenkamp's going to take it underneath to Sextro, who puts it up short. Leaning with the rebound, and he puts it up and in, and that makes it a one-point ball game in favor of the Botkins Trojans.
It's Leaning 7 points on the night.
He's been dominant in there. He's getting a lot of rebounds, too.
He's staying out of foul trouble.
Vihorn leading with the rebound, and there's going to be they're going to call a jump ball. Lee's got to settle down. He's a little mad. He thought the guy had him out of the arm, which I thought maybe he did, but it's going to be a jump ball, and on the jump ball, Minster possession, so they'll get the ball out of bounds. Wes Tiemann up across the timeline, up to Sextro. He's going to take it inside.
There's a block.
And it's blocked by number 52. That's Phil Vihorn. And they got some shot blockers themselves with Vihorn and Steinke.
A pair of 6'4" and 6'5" kids there, and they're really...
they can leap.
That's right.
Sider with it into Fullenkamp. He's going to put it up off the backboard, up to Rickert, down to Wendell. Wendell puts it up and in. Their transition game, they get down the court in a hurry and beat Minster down the court that time. Tiemann with the ball across the timeline. Kicked out of bounds there by Phil Vihorn, but it's going to be Minster ball. 3:02 left to go in the half. Score 22-19 in favor of the Botkins Trojans. Tiemann with the ball for Minster to Sextro. He gets it over to Sider. Tried to get it to Sider. King with it, number 32, up and in for the layup. Tiemann with it. Sider across the timeline. Over to Tiemann. Knocked out of bounds again by number 32. That's Jeff King, and they're quick in there.
Good hustle by King, that's right.
So you're going to bring Brian Heitkamp in for Mike Sextro. Heitkamp will inbound the ball, and he throws it.
Another turnover.
Flatfoot with it. We've got a foul. They're going to call the basket good. So that's going to be a possible three-point play. Tonight's game brought to you by Bornhorst Construction Incorporated, who has been in business for over 38 years, and they have quality nailed down. For unique remodeling ideas, quality new construction, and complete design capabilities, contact Bornhorst Construction Incorporated in Minster. Also brought to you by Minster FOE number 1391, the best social club in Minster. Stop in after games for your favorite food and beverages at the best prices in town. By Progress Tool Company in Minster, who specializes in die design, die manufacturing, and EDM capabilities also available. Up and good by Plattfoot, so that's a three-point play for Plattfoot. Makes the score 27-19 in favor of the Trojans.
I believe that's the biggest lead of the game here, I believe.
There's a turn, Botkins guy knocks it away from Woody, and it's going to be out of bounds to Minster. Heitkamp, or no, Stuckey's going to inbound the ball. He gets it into Fullenkamp, back to Sider. Up to Stuckey. Over to Leaning, he's no good. Kreitzer with the rebound. Wendell brings it up over to Plattfoot. They're going to hold it up here. Get it into Vhorn. Now Plattfoot's going for the three, and he hits it. They got a lot of guys that can shoot the three, and they're so quick with their passes, it's hard to cover them. Scores 30-19 in favor of the Trojans. Today's game brought to you by Full Count Sports in Minster, who features sports cards, hobby supplies, and official pro and college licensed wear and gifts. By the Wooden Shoe Inn. For over 50 years, the best chicken in the area can be found at the famous Wooden Shoe Inn in Minster. H.A. Dorson Incorporated in Minster, general contractors with special interest in commercial, industrial, and institutional construction. By Globus Printing Company, with over 34 years experience as a full-service printer featuring quality offset printing. For all your professional printing needs, contact Globus Printing Company in Minster. By the McDonald's Restaurant, the new McDonald's Restaurant in Minster at 400 North Main Street, phone number 628-4500, is pleased to help bring you this regional final high school boys basketball game between the Minster Wildcats and the Botkins Trojans.
Boy, I think this next minute, 46 seconds, will play a key role the rest of the game here. Minster would sure like to get the lead under 10 points, and Botkins could really build himself a nice lead going into the second half.
Yeah, there's still time left here, a minute and 43, and I'm sure Minster would like to cut away from that lead here before going into the halftime, like you say. Heitkamp with the ball. He forces it into Leaning. They're going to bring it over to Stuckey. Stuckey up underneath, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds to Minster. So they get another shot at it. Minute and 28 left to go. Heitkamp's going to take the three, and that's blocked. Stuckey with the ball. Heitkamp goes underneath. He's going to be fouled from the back. Number 5-0, that's Kreitzer. That's his
second
foul, fourth team foul. So that neither team really in foul trouble at this point. Heitkamp's going to go to the line, shooting two. First one up and good. It's a good place to be, keep the clock stopped and get a few points off the board. Second one up.
Ooh, short.
No good. Leaning with the rebound. He puts it up. They're going to call an offensive foul on Jonas Leaning. Score 30-20.
It's Jonas's first foul of the game. That's quite different than the other games where he got in foul trouble early in the game. The other games.
Well, Jonas going up there strong. He wanted to go up strong with the basket and with the ball, and the ref says he charged. So if Botkins gets the ball out under Minster's bucket, Kreitzer's going to inbound it to Wendell. He's going to give it to Plattfoot. I thought he was going to shoot it there for a minute. King with the ball. Over to Wendell. Plattfoot into Kreitzer. There's a block going to be against probably
Jason Stuckey.
Stuckey, yeah. I couldn't see who that was there for a minute.
That's Jason's third foul.
So that's his third. That's the first foul trouble we've really seen on either side. Well, Steinke had 2 early for Botkins, but
both Steinke and Kreitzer both have 2 fouls apiece.
Belcher's going to come in for Stuckey, I'm sure. And going to the line, number 52, that's Phil Vehorn for the Botkins Trojans. First shot, nothing but net. 31-20, favor of the Trojans. Botkins with a good overall, all-around club there. They got strength inside, outside, and they got a lot of depth. Vehorn sinks them both. Heitkamp with it. He gets it over to Sider. Sider brings it up to Belcher.
Another turnover.
He couldn't quite keep his footing there, and he had to get rid of it. Over to Wendell. Plattfoot. Into Wendell. He's free. He shoots no good. Rebound to Belcher, and there's going to be foul on Kreitzer. That's his third, I believe.
His third foul, correct, Al.
So Belcher with good position in there, and he's a strong kid, and he can jump well, so he gets a nice position, great big position, rebound.
Right, got great position there.
Substitution there. They're going to take Kreitzer out and bring in number 34. That's
Mancher.
Munger, Kellen Munger. There's a foul on number 24, Tom Plattfoot.
That's his first. Still common, though. They're still not at the 7 foul bonus.
So Minster will get it out of bounds. Belcher inbounds it to Sider. 26 seconds left to go in the half. And they're double teaming Minster. And Botkins is coming out after it. Munger with the pass interception there. And there's a shot underneath by Plattfoot. 34-20, favor of the Trojans. Heitkamp to Leaning. Oh, there's a stop. That's a stop. Jonas Leaning. There's the time. Time runs out. The score, 34 Trojans, 22 for the Wildcats. We're going to give you some. Tonight's game was brought to you by Minster Foods. Minster Foods is a food and paper wholesaler servicing schools, hospitals, restaurants, organizations, and caterers. Also brought to you by Trademark Designs Incorporated, specializing in the manufacture of nameplates, architectural signage, and corporate awards. By Paul Winter Nursery, a complete nursery featuring shade and flowering trees, shrubs, evergreens, mulch, lawn irrigation, and lawn maintenance. TriStar Packaging Products Corporation, designers and manufacturers of folding, cartons, and visual packing systems. The Dannon Company Incorporated, processors of a variety of yogurts, including Dannon traditional products like Fruit on the Bottom, Dannon Light, and Dannon Sprinklins. By G&G Tool Company Incorporated, who specializes in precision, close tolerance, subcontract CNC machining, and precision manufacturing of tools, jigs, fixtures, and gauges. You got the stats there, Mike, for the Minster Wildcats?
Yeah, I got the first half stats going on down the line here. Eric Belcher, 2 points. Jason Stuckey, no points. PJ Sider with 4. Kurt Fulenkamp with 4 points. Jonas Leaning with 9 points and 3 block shots. Brian Heitkamp with 1 point. Like I said, Jason Stuckey has 3 fouls, and no one else from Minster really in any other sort of foul trouble.
Okay.
Minster had 13 rebounds for the first half. and more importantly, had 13 first-half turnovers.
13 rebounds and 13 turnovers.
So I think Botkins was very opportunistic with those turnovers and got a lot of points off those turnovers, Al.
Okay, and we'll get some more advertisement in here, and then we'll come back to you for the stats on the Trojans. Tonight's game also brought to you by Minster Insurance, serving the needs of the area since 1928. They're located on West 4th Street in Minster. Minster Insurance offers life, health, home, auto, and business insurances. By Minster Lumber, featuring quality products like Owens Corning fiberglass insulation, Stanley steel doors, and Anderson windows with high-performance glass. By the Minster State Bank, we're your locally owned and operated bank. The money you invest with us stays here locally in the form of loans for business and industry, for home and family needs. By N.J. Hogenkamp Sons, serving the area for over 110 years with funeral homes in Minster, Coldwater, and St. Henry. By the Spielis Chiropractic Clinic Incorporated, who offers the latest and most up-to-date physical therapy and sports medicine technology available for the treatment of various injuries. Dr. Larry and Dr. Doug Spielis have over 30 years experience in family chiropractic care and sports injury management. And Mike, what do you got there for the Trojans?
The leading scorers of the game, both from Botkins. Wendell has 11 points, as well as Pyfoot having 11 points. Rickert has 2, Vehorn has 5 points, King has 5 points. Rebounds, they had 9 first-half rebounds and only 3 first-half turnovers. And that compared to Minster's 13 is, I believe, the difference of the game right now.
Okay, so you got 13 turnovers for Minster and 3 for Botkins. And how about the rebounding? How do they compare?
9 for Botkins and 13 for Minster. Minster, I believe, right at the start of the game, had some more offensive rebounds, and I believe that's what the first quarter of the 13 points, many of them were second shot putbacks.
Okay, and you say Wendell and Plattfoot there with 11 apiece, and how many of those are threes? I know those guys are putting up a lot of threes.
Wendell has 3 3-pointers, and Plattfoot just has 1.
Okay. Does Minster have any 3-pointers in the hoop at this time?
No 3-pointers as of yet.
Okay,
no.
All right. So tonight's game also brought to you by Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru. For your favorite food and beverage anytime, stop in at Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru in Minster. Also featuring noon luncheon specials. By Wagner's IGA, who has been serving the community for 3 generations, featuring large variety of produce, full-service meat department, fresh seafood, in-store bakery, hot and cold deli, and a full line of movie rentals. Brought to you by Wermeyer Concrete, specializing in poured walls and foundations for residential, light commercial, or farm construction. By the Eagle Plaza. And in the Eagle Plaza, you have the Eagle's Nest, featuring ladies, men's, and children's clothing. Sweeterman's Minster Pharmacy. Hop on in to fill your baskets with our Easter goodies. By Ben Franklin. Easter candy on sale now. Bargains in every department. Coppas Foods in Eagle Plaza. Try our new Chinese to go. Coast to Coast Total Hardware Store featuring paint sundries, brushes, and rollers. For all your automotive and houseware needs, contact Coast to Coast Total Hardware. And by Lawler's Flowers, who offers a large assortment of cut flowers and blooming plants and planters, located in Minster and St. Mary's. Okay, we got 4:58 left to go at the half here, or in the halftime break here, Mike, and I think pretty well is happening was what we kind of thought might happen is if Botkins turned up the pressure, if we could handle the press, and the other thing, they're putting the pressure on, it looks like a UC type defense. They're putting 2-3 guys on the ball, and Minster's having trouble with that pressure even after they're across the half-court line, and it turned out in a 13 big costly turnovers.
Yeah, Minster's playing around the mid-court line, both guards out there trapping, and they're having trouble finding the open player. The first quarter they did have success getting the ball down close to Leaning, but the second quarter not really existent there for Leaning, so I think that's the key to the second half.
Well, the key is cut down on the turnovers, and I think we got to get it worked into Big Fullenkamp and Leaning. If we can just break that press and get it into them, get it inside. But if Botkins continues to hit those threes, we're going to have to come out and hit the threes.
Yeah, them hitting them 3 really loosened up that zone there and gave them some opportunities from offensive rebounds, and I think they got a lot of putbacks off there. So they had their work cut out for them in the second half, no doubt about it. Minster does.
Well, the Wendell kid, I know he can shoot the three. They got several guys on that team that can shoot the three, and they can go both ways too. I mean, they got Big Steinke and they got that V-Horn and Kreitzer. They can go inside also. So if you come out and try to stop that, they'll go inside on you.
Correct, yes.
I played ball with the Plattfoot boy's dad, and he could shoot them long ones too. He was a dead eye, and this Plattfoot's coming in there, and he's got 11 points off the bench. I mean, gee whiz, he didn't play. I'd say he only played half the game there, and he's got 11 quick points.
3 3-pointers. That really, like I said, that really loosens that defense up, and they got that inside-outside game. That's tough to stop.
Okay, tonight's game brought to you by Boimer Construction Incorporated. Area residents recognize Boimer Construction as a leader in quality construction for over 40 years. Whether your needs be residential or commercial construction, call Boimers at 628-3364 in Minster. Busher Electric Incorporated handles energy management services. Busher Electric is ready to handle residential, farm, commercial, and industrial assignments. Brought to you by Brinkman Service Centers, specializing in complete auto and truck maintenance utilizing certified mechanics. Brinkman's is an authorized dealer for all Mack truck parts and service. By Minster Dental Center. At the Dental Center, family dentistry is best. Restorative and cosmetic dentistry, tooth whitening, orthodontics, TMJ dentures, and oral surgery are a few of the available procedures. By Burke's Petroleum Service. David Burke features high-quality products including gasoline, K1 kerosene, home heating oil, diesel supreme, and lube oils for farm, commercial, and residential needs. By Boimers Construction Incorporated, who has been in business for over 38 years, and they have quality nailed down. For unique remodeling ideas, quality new construction, and complete design capabilities, contact Boimers Construction Incorporated of Minster. Well, we got about a minute and 40 left at the half here. Both teams are back out on the court. And this thing isn't out of reach for the Cats. It's 34-22, but the tempo is going to have to change here a little bit. They're going to have to shut the threes down, and they're going to have to start, well, I don't know. I don't know if you want to press them. They're just so quick. They get down the court in a hurry.
I think it's come out in the third quarter, run that half-court offense and crash the offensive boards and get some opportunities. Keep it on your side of the court, and I believe maybe we could take some of the steam out of Botkins' press there.
And I'll tell you, Botkins has got a bunch of seniors, and a lot of those guys, I think they had 5 guys start since they were sophomores, and I think they're hungry. And it's, you know, I mean, Thursday night they came out hungry, and they were a little slow getting started here this afternoon, but they turned up the pressure, and it showed here with a 34-22 lead. Pretty good crowd here. I don't think it's as big as it was Thursday night. Do you, Mike?
No, I don't believe so, but both communities very well represented. I see a lot of orange and black, and I see a lot of black and gold over there. So
well, I think the refs are doing a doggone good job out there. You never like to see a game won or lost by reffing job, and I think they're doing an excellent job out there today, don't you?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, we're ready to bring her in, and that's Jeff King getting it into Jason Rickard. Wendell. Steinke takes it underneath and leaning blocks it, and he throws it away. There's another turnover. When he come down with it, he should have stayed planted probably and passed it off. Might have got just a bit out of control there, but good effort. Wendell takes it over to King. He brings it underneath the V-horn. He's free. He's going to shoot it. He's got a quick shot. Boy, he's got a quick move, and he puts it up when he's open.
Starting the third quarter like he ended in the first half.
Woody Fulenkamp with the ball. He's bringing it across the timeline. Over to Sider. He shoots the three. No good. Rebound down to V-horn. Up to King. Botkins wants to continue to run. And there's Wendell. No good. Leaning.
Jonas.
Belcher with the ball. Up to Sider. Double teamed there. Gets it to Stuckey. Stuckey takes it underneath to Woody. No good. Belcher with it. He's going to shoot it. No good. Rebound to V-horn. Up to King. They get that ball out in a hurry. Rickard with it. 2.
Sure, that's
38.
not the way Minster wanted to start the second half here. They both Botkins scoring 4 quick points.
And Minster with a 1 turnover, so they got to slow it down, take their time. Short, up to, maybe that was a pass to Leaning, and he puts it up and in. So that's what we said. They got to move it inside. Try to work it inside to our big guys and see what we can do. Just take your time. Wendell gets it up to Vhorn.
There's a, I don't know if that was blocked or not, but I know he affected the shot at least.
Yep.
Nice pick by Woody.
So Sider's got it. Over to Stuckey. Stuckey underneath to Fullenkamp, and that's blocked by Josh Steinke. There's a steal by Sider. He's going to go up with it. There's a foul on Vhorn.
That's Vhorn's first foul on the night. Team's first for the half.
And Sider's going to the line to shoot 2.
Number 52, Vhorn. In the lineup for the Trojans, number 24, Flatfoot, replacing Steinke.
Sider up to the line. Score 38-24. I think that was a spread at halftime, wasn't it? 14?
12 points, 34-22.
Well,
There you go.
Sider with the first one up and good, and Minster's got them down the stretch now. They got to hit them free throws.
That's right. When that time stopped, you got to make take advantage of it.
Up and good by Sider. So it's a 12-point ball game. Wendell with the ball. He gets it over to Flatfoot, under to Steinke. And they're going to call a foul on Jonas Leaning. Tonight's game brought to you by Minster, Fraternal Order of the Eagles, Lodge number 1391, the best social club in Minster. Stop in after the games for your favorite food and beverages at the best prices in town. By Progress Tool Company in Minster, who specializes in die design, die manufacturing, and also EDM capabilities available. First one no good for Josh Steinke. Second one up, short. Rebound though by Flatfoot, up and no good. Leaning pulls it down. He gets it out to Stuckey, over to Sider. Vhorn had a good game, Steinke had a good game Thursday night. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Leaning takes a shot from out front. Wendell with the rebound. Rickard with it. He's going to shoot the 3. He's short, but there's a rebound down to Sider.
Nice save by Belcher under the basket.
I thought it was going out of bounds, and Belcher come up and saved it. Sider over to Stuckey, underneath the Leaning. He's going to shoot it. He's all alone. No good. Rebound. Minster with the rebound. Belcher's got it. Woody gets it out to Sider. Sider wants to shoot it and then says no. Over to Belcher, inside to Leaning. Leaning's going to take it in and 2. That's what they got to do, is bring it in.
That was a nice possession for Minster there. A couple offensive rebounds, and they got it inside where they wanted to get it at.
Steinke now, he hits it over the top of Leaning. Not many guys make it over the top of Leaning in the paint like that. But Steinke's a heck of a leaper. Stuckey with it.
Foul.
There's a blocking foul on Botkins. It's going to be on number 24. That's Tom Flatfoot. That's his second. Minster will get the ball out of bounds. Eric Belcher. Swartz in for Minster now. He come in for Leaning. Fullenkamp with the ball. For Botkins, Kreitzer's back in the ball game. Stuckey over to Sider. Sider, there's a kick on Kreitzer. So it's going to be Minster ball out of bounds. Steinke, King, Wendell, Flatfoot, and Kreitzer for Botkins. Woody, Stuckey, Belcher, Schwartz, and Sider. Schwartz got the ball inside, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Josh Steinke.
Mike Lewin's goaltending.
Is it a goaltend?
I haven't seen the signal yet.
Is it a goaltend?
No.
No, it's not good. It's going to be on 42 though, Josh Steinke, and that's his third foul.
That was a close, Al. I thought that
Very-
might have been goaltending too.
Very close. We
Botkins-
got. Okay, it's 40 to 28. Trojans in, and Botkins wants a timeout. So we got Full Count Sports in Minster, who features sports cards, hobby supplies, and official pro and college licensed wear and gifts. Also brought to you by Wooden Shoe Inn. For over 50 years, the best chicken in the area can be found at the famous Wooden Shoe Inn in Minster. By H.A. Dorstrom Incorporated in Minster, general contractors with special interest in commercial, industrial, and institutional construction. Globus Printing Company, with over 34 years experience, is a full-service printer featuring quality offset printing. For all your professional printing needs, contact Globus Printing Company in Minster. Brought to you by McDonald's Restaurant, the new Minster McDonald's Restaurant located 400 North Main Street. Phone number 628-4500 is pleased to help bring you this regional final high school boys basketball game between the Minster Wildcats and the Botkins Trojans. Well, at the line there is going to be who? Ryan Schwartz.
That's his first trip of the night to the line.
Schwartz is a sophomore, so we've got three Minster players that are sophomores seeing some action here so far tonight, and Schwartz cans the first one. Second one up, good. 10-point lead by the Trojans. Wendell brings it across the timeline ahead to King. Under to Steinke, back to King, he shoots it, no good. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Stuckey. Sider with it, over to Stuckey. He's going to bring it across the timeline, back to Sider.
Well, that trap really gets us out there. Oh, there's the back door. Belcher.
And it's going to be Minster ball. Minster ball. Nice pass underneath to Belcher. Now we got Jonas Leaning comes in for Minster, and for Botkins you got number 14, that's Rickert, and number 52 is Phil Vehorn. Into Stuckey. Stuckey dribbles up to Belcher. He's going to put it up, and he's blocked. No, he's going to call for a foul. On number 32, that's Jeff King.
That's his first.
That's his first.
Botkins foul on number 32, King.
And going to the line, that was on it was on Belcher, wasn't it? Against Belcher.
Yeah, Belcher's at the line, yeah. That's his first attempt at the line, too.
So Stuckey goes out, and in comes number 34. That's Wes Tiemann, a sophomore. Belcher's a senior. First shot up, good. Woody Fullenkamp, a senior. Jonas Leaning, a senior, and Sider's a sophomore, and Tiemann's a sophomore for Minster. Up and good. Belcher hits them both, and it's an 8-point game. 2:54 left to go in the third quarter. Wendell into Kreitzer, back to Rickert. He shoots in and out, and the rebound's fought for and pulled down by Belcher.
Big rebound there.
Belcher gets good position under there. Wes Tiemann with the ball now. Into Belcher, over to Sider. Sider's going to shoot a three. It's short. Rebound down to Rickert. Minster down there. They
Timeout.
call a timeout. Tonight's game brought to you by Stroh, Borgert, and Johnson, certified public accountants located in Minster and Wapakoneta for tax, accounting, and business consulting services since 1979. Also brought to you by Wilt Homes and Harry's Paint Shop, where one stop does it all. Quality construction and competitive pricing go hand in hand with experience in all phases of construction and interior decorating. please consider Will Holmes and Harry's Paint Shop in Botkins. The Crossing in Botkins wishes the Trojans good luck and invites you to enjoy their luncheon specials weekdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Always open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 2. Stop in and enjoy pizzas and subs after the game. By Myers Tavern, delivers 5 to 10 p.m. weekdays and 5 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Myers Tavern says, deliver us another victory, Trojans. Botkins with the ball. Jason Rickert bringing it up across the timeline. Over to King. To Vehorn. Back to King. Back to Vehorn. Over to Rickert. Rickert takes it into the paint. Back to Wendell. He's going up against, and he dishes it off to Vehorn. He misses it, and Leaning comes up with a rebound. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and Minster is cutting away a little bit at the Botkins lead. West Teeman across the timeline. He gets it over to Belcher. Belcher shoots up and in. 6-point ball game. Wendell with the ball for Botkins. Over to King. Back to Wendell. He puts it up. That's in there. 43-34. Teeman with the ball. Over to Sider. Sider across the timeline. There's a travel against Sider. Number 24, Plattfoot, going to come in here, and you're going to probably see a three-point attempt here if I got it. And for Stuckey, number 22, coming in. 43-34. Botkins with the ball. Vehorn going to take it inbounds to Wendell.
Not much chance here for Botkins to hold her for one shot, is there, with a minute to go? They don't hold the ball that long.
I don't think they want to hold the ball that long, no. They want to put points on the board. Boy, I don't know. It looks like they are going to, though. Yep, they're going to hold her. Well, 43-34, it's a 9-point ball game. I guess Minster content to let him take that last shot here. Not coming out to get him.
Well, they're putting a little pressure on the guards now. Well, it looks like they're going to run their offense.
Shot up, no good. Rebound to Leaning. That's going to give us Minster enough time to get a shot in here. Leaning gets it to Teeman. 16 seconds left to go. Stuckey with the ball. He's double teamed there underneath the Fullenkamp. He puts it up, but he's fouled by number 52. That's Phil Vehorn.
It's his second foul.
No, wait. What did he call? Number 50? 50. Kreitzer. Called it on Kreitzer. So Woody Fullenkamp goes to the line, and he can cut it to...
That's Kreitzer's fourth foul. That could be a factor in the fourth quarter.
Did he sub for him? No, he's still in there. He's got him under the bucket. He brings Swartz in for the rebound underneath the bucket there for Belcher, and Woody's going to the line to shoot, too. He can cut it down to 7 points. First one up and in. Second shot up. It's good. 7-point ball game, and there's 5 seconds left to go in this half. I'm sorry, in this quarter. King, no good. Rebound fought for, and that's going to be it for the third quarter. 43-36 in favor of Botkins. Tonight's game brought to you by Botkins Sunoco with Bob, Tammy, and gang, who wish the Trojans continued success. Koenig Equipment wishes the Trojans success because success brings out the best in all of us. Beam Construction wishes the Botkins Trojans continued success. Also brought to you by Brown Welding, who joins in to support the Trojans. Kennedy's Garage at 101 South Main in Botkins is headquarters for complete auto repair. Brought to you by Lottridge Rubber, who says, go get 'em Trojans. the In-Between, who wishes the Trojans best in their run for a state title. Stop at the In-Between for daily dinners, specials, and call them for your special catering needs. Also brought to you by Metzger Brothers Implement Incorporated. See your white outdoor dealer friend, Doug Metzger, during his season opener, going on now at Metzger Brothers between Minster and New Bremen. Get a great deal on white lawn tractors and walk-behinds, and be sure to ask Doug about his special financing offer. But hurry, the white season opener ends April 15th. Also rentals of U-Haul trucks and trailers, one way or local. Minster with the ball, and that's Sider. Over to Stuckey. Back to Sider, inside to Fulenkamp. He's going to shoot it. Little hard. Rebound down to Steinke for Botkins. Wendell across the timeline. There's going to be a foul on Stuckey. Is that 4?
That's his 4th. It's Jason's 4th foul.
He's going to bring Belcher in right away here. So Stuckey with 4 and Kreitzer with 4 for Botkins.
Correct. Kreitzer's on the bench too for protecting him from the 5th foul, isn't he?
Right. And Kreitzer, a 6'4" guy. Stuckey, meanwhile, the guard for Minster. King with the ball. Over to Wendell. Wendell's going to shoot it. He's tough on those threes. 40, he's got 46. How many points does he got?
20 points. That was his 20th point of the night.
He's just about got half the points for the Trojans. Tiemann throws it to P.J. Sider into Kurt Fulenkamp. Into Leaning. Leaning's going to go up with it. In. Jonas, 46-38. How many has Leaning got?
Leaning's got 13 points of the night. That's a good point production for him.
No good. Woody with the rebound. He's got a couple guys on him, but he gets free. Over to Sider. 6:44 left to go in the ball game. And it's anybody's game yet. Botkins with an 8-point advantage. There's going to be a foul on number 32. That's Jeff King.
That's his second, the team's 6, so next foul, Minster will be shooting the bonus 1-on-1.
Well, if they get in that bonus, Mike, you know what they got to do with them.
That's right.
They got to can them. Botkins eased up the pressure a little bit, it seems, and Minster coming back.
Just 2 turnovers this half for Minster Wildcats. That's a remarkable improvement from the first half.
Fulenkamp out to Tiemann. Tiemann's going to take the 3. Short. Fought for. It's going to go out of bounds to Minster. They're calling that number 1 shot play. I'm not sure, but I think that goes to full. No, I don't know what that is.
Probably a corner shot. Oh, he got it to Woody.
Over to Tiemann. To Sider. He's going to shoot the 3. Up. Good, in and out. Rebound to Steinke. Looked good there for a minute.
Half in, wasn't it, for a while?
Wendell.
Look out.
No good. Rebound fought for, and that's going to be a foul on number 24. Is that Plattfoot?
Plattfoot. That's his 3rd foul. Minster be shooting a 1-on-1 here.
Who is that on? Who's it against?
24.
Who goes the line? Okay, Plattfoot. And coming in for Minster is going to be number 42. That's Sextro. He comes in for Eric Belcher, number 12.
Wes Tiemann's at the line.
Tiemann's at the line, a sophomore. Again, Minster's got to make these because they're behind. They got to make them to close the gap a little bit. Tiemann, first shot.
There's a lane violation there, I believe. Gonna get another chance, Al.
Lane violation against Botkins, huh?
I think Behorn stepped in the lane too soon.
Okay, give him an extra chance. I bet he makes it. I hope he makes it. In and out. Okay, out to Steinke. Plattfoot with it. Over to King. Into Steinke. Steinke's going to shoot it. And the foul's against Leaning. That's his third. Jonas kind of slapped at the ball, and they're going to call that normally. I don't think he should have slapped at it. He just went straight up. But anyhow, Steinke at the line shooting 2. First one's up. Looks good. Nothing but net. Got a chance to make this a 10-point ball game with 5:41 left to go in the game. Up. Good. Stuckey comes in for Tiemann. Well, Minster's only got 3 team fouls. That's the other thing here, that to get, they need to get up there and get some fouls because
be aggressive with it. Right, correct.
Sextro with it. Over to Sider, back to Sextro. Under to Woody Fullenkamp. He's going to take it in the paint, shoot it short. Rebound fought for, but it comes down to Wendell of Botkins. He gets it over to Steinke. Steinke short. And that's rebounded by Stuckey. I think Minster got by with a foul there. Somebody bumped him pretty hard. Sider with the ball. To Stuckey. Into Leaning. There's going to be a foul on number 42, Josh Steinke. That's 4 on Josh Steinke. And Botkins can't afford to get Steinke out of there. They also got Kreitzer in foul trouble. That's 2 of their big guys. Leaning goes to the line, and he's going to shoot 2. Got a chance to cut it down to 8 points, and in comes number 50. That's Kreitzer going to come in for Josh Steinke. We want to thank all our community-minded sponsors tonight, and we'll get those guys mentioned again. And after, during the ceremonies after the game, we'll get some more advertisement in for you. But we certainly want to thank everybody that supported bringing you today's game. I'm sure the players and parents and fans appreciate that support. Oh. Jason Stuckey with a big rebound, gets it into Woody Fullenkamp. He shoots it short, and it's rebounded to Kreitzer. There's that pressure. P.J. Sider with it. And there's going to be a foul on Jason Stricker. So Minster's starting to turn it up now a little bit. And if they can hit them free throws.
How crucial they are now, Al. They really are crucial.
P.J. a good free throw shooter.
The attendance for this station, 6,150.
6,150. That's not a bad group for coming from Botkins and Minster for the attendance. Okay, P.J. Sider at the line. First one up. Good.
Got it.
Cuts it to 8. Second shot up. Good.
Got it. 8 points for Sider.
King with the ball over to Rickert. Now Minster's trying to put some pressure on out here. Wendell with it. Into Kreitzer. Over to King. King's going to shoot the 3. Rebounded to Kreitzer. Wendell all alone now. He shoots it. He gets a 3. That's a big 3 there. Makes it 10.
Kreitzer made that?
Wendell. Sextro with the 3. That's partially blocked. Kreitzer with the rebound. King up ahead to Rickert. We're going to have a foul on number 24, Sider.
Ooh, technical foul.
Huh?
What do they call there? Not sure what happened down there.
I didn't see it. 1-4. 1-1. 1-4. They're not, okay, they're not in the shooting.
They call out a Botkins?
One for technical, you're right. 14 got a technical from Botkins.
Botkins, number 14, Ricker.
Botkins isn't in the 1-on-1 yet, so maybe Minster just get their free throws and get the ball back then.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Woody's going to go to the line and shoot the technical, and then we'll get the ball. So that's a key. That can be a 3-point swing here. Actually, 5-point or 6-point. If they make a 3-pointer down there. Good for Woody. Both of them, Woody hits them both.
So that could be a crucial point of the
So
game
that's
right there.
That makes it an 8-point ball game, and Minster gets the ball out of bounds. Belcher comes in for Minster. Yeah, that could be very crucial.
That's with 4:08 in the game. We'll see how each team plays off that technical foul.
Sider gets it up to Jason Stuckey. Stuckey walks.
Drug his foot.
That's a travel. That's a travel. 51 to 43, favor the Trojans. Minster going with their starting lineup now. King over to Vehorn, out to Plattfoot. They get Botkins with Plattfoot and Kreitzer in their subs right now. King with the ball, gets it over to Wendell, inside to Kreitzer. There's a, no, it's going to be a turnover. I mean, out of bounds to Botkins.
Good hustle by Jason Stuckey there.
King gets the ball out of bounds, brings it into Wendell. Over to Kreitzer. Plattfoot's going to shoot, and that's a three.
It's a big three.
Makes it an 11-point ball game. Up to Stuckey. Underneath to Belcher. Out to Sider, and that's going to be a turnover. And King got his hand in there just enough to deflect that ball, and Sider couldn't come up with it after that. Timeout, Minster. Today's game brought to you by the Eagle Plaza, including the following stores: Eagle Nest, Ben Franklin, Jenny's Hallmark, Coast to Coast, Lawler's Flowers and Greenhouse, Sweeterman's Minster Pharmacy, and Compass Foods. Also brought to you by Stroh, Borgert & Johnson, certified public accountants located in Minster and Wapakoneta for tax, accounting, and business consulting services since 1979. Brought to you by Minster Foods. Also brought to you tonight by Trademark Designs Incorporated, by Paul Winter Nursery, TriStar Packaging Products Corporation, the Dan & Company Incorporated, G&G Tool Company Incorporated, Metzger Brothers Implement Incorporated, Minster Insurance, Minster Lumber, the Minster State Bank, N.J. Hogenkamp Sons, Spielis Chiropractic Clinic Incorporated, Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru, Wagner's IGA, Wermeyer Concrete are just a few of the sponsors for tonight's game. And again, we thank them a whole bunch, and certainly hope that you guys enjoy the game tonight. Okay, Botkins going to take it out of bounds. They got 11-point lead with 3:12 left to go in the ball game, and Wendell has the ball up to Plattfoot. Those are the two guys that hit the three-pointers that are they're the
Put a
big
thorn in
scorers.
Minster's side. That's right.
Wendell with it over to Plattfoot. There's a steal. No, almost steal. Wendell takes it in underneath, and there's a steal by Belcher up to Stuckey. P.J. Sider's got it, and we're getting down now to about crunch time on the three-point shot. Into Woody. Woody finds a crease in there and takes it to the hoop. 54-45. I don't know how he got through
14
there.
points for Fulenkamp. He's coming on strong in the second half.
I don't know how he got through there.
No, he broke him real well. It's like Botkins might be spreading it out just a little bit and see if they can get some backdoor.
They want to be patient, don't they? Flatfoot with the ball to Wendell. King inside to Steinke. They sucked leaning out, and they had it tried to bounce pass to Vehorn, but didn't work.
With 2 minutes to go, Al, with 3 fouls to give, I think Minster probably should be getting a little aggressive here and see if they can't get a steal.
They got to get out there and get them fouls because they got to stop the clock. They got to get them to the foul line. They probably, there it goes to Steinke. Steinke's going to turn around, shoot, in. That was a big 2-point there. That was a big one. Stuckey over to Sider. Sider to Belcher. Stuckey leaning. Belcher's going to take it inside. He's going to be an offensive foul on Belcher. Well, I'll tell you, a minute and 32, 11 points to go. We need 2 fouls committed in a hurry. We're going to press now. He's going to get him out there and put the press on. You're going to have to get more aggressive. You're going to have to foul him. Oh, there's a foul on Sider.
That's Sider's second foul and the team's 5th foul. Team 6th foul, I'm sorry, Al.
Six fouls, so one more and they're in the one, and they'll shoot and that'll stop the clock, huh?
I don't know how much longer you want the clock to run here. I think he might have to pick that up real quick here.
And see, they got Wendell handling the ball. They want him to shoot that thing. He's going to shoot that one. No good. Rebound to Leaning.
Oh, he stripped it.
Stuckey with it. Up to Sider. A little hard there. Sider back with a rebound. Up and in. Minute 1. 9-point ball game. Wendell with the ball. Stuckey's got 4 fouls on him. He can't foul him. Flatfoot over to King. And they move the ball well. There's a foul on Sider.
So it's going to come down to free throw shooting. If Botkins can make their free throws, it's going to be tough for Minster to come back and win this one.
It's just 9-point lead there, 45 seconds. You got to, if Botkins cans these, I think she's over. Wendell's putting a nail in the coffin right there, I'll tell you. He's had a hell of a ball game.
That's four possession ball game now, 10-point lead.
Sextro coming in for Minster to shoot the threes, I guess. It's a 10-point spread. How many points is that for Wendell?
23 points on the night.
Pretty good performance by Jason Wendell.
Senior's going to remember this night.
There's a timeout. For Botkins, a timeout. Tonight's game brought to you by Barmer Construction Incorporated, Busher Electric Incorporated, Brinkman Service Center, Minster Dental Center, Burke's Petroleum Service, Borders Construction Incorporated, Minster Fraternal Order of the Eagles, Lodge number 1391, Progress Tool Company, Full Count Sports, The Wooden Shoe Inn, H.A. Dorson Incorporated, Globus Printing Company, McDonald's Restaurant, Wilt Holmes and Harry's Paint Shop, The Crossing, Myers Tavern, Botkins Sunoco, Kennedy Equipment, Beam Construction, Brown Welding, Kennedy's Garage, The In-Between, Lottridge Rubber. Again, we wish to thank all these community-minded sponsors. We got a timeout, 58-47. The Trojans in pretty well in control of this one, Mike. 45 seconds left to go. Almost take a miracle at this point.
I'm sure Minster's going to be throwing up threes, and have to be crashing the offensive board for misses, and you never know. Stranger things
in
have
a
happened.
hurry, right?
That's right.
There's a three. No
Oh.
good. Rebound. There's a foul. Okay, against Steinke. Committed against Steinke by Fullenkamp.
Minster fouls on number 30, Fullenkamp.
Steinke's had a quiet night today, Al. The Shelby County League Player of the Year only has 6 points on the day.
Well, he's an inside type player, and when you got to go up against the big leaning tower, I'll tell you what, there's not too many guys fare real well against the guy. Heitkamp's going to come in for leaning. Put another three-point shooter in there.
He's had a great game.
What's he got? What's he go out with?
14 points.
14 big points for
4
Jonas.
block shots.
And a stuff. Feehorn with the rebound. And that's pretty well going to do it there. Oh, there's a turnover. Nope.
Ooh, great hustle by Jason Stuckey here.
Sider's going to put it up. No good. Rebound fought for, and that's going to go out of bounds to Botkins. So she's pretty well in the book, and I'll tell you what, it's been a good ball game, and we want to wish the Botkins Trojans the best of luck down there at State. The irony of the fact is that they could face their old coach, Bill Elsaw, Upper Scioto Valley. Botkins with a fine ball club. They got a lot of depth. They can do it all. They got a lot of speed. So Schwartzy coming in for Minster. So you got 2 first-year coaches here that were battling to get to the state. Botkins, I understand. Now, I don't know if this is true. In the Dayton paper, they had in there that the Trojans and the Wildcats never to the state. Wildcats have been there twice. Botkins, I don't know if they have or not. According to the Dayton paper, they haven't. This may be their first time. And that's number 52, Phil Vehorn, sinking a free throw. 59-47 in favor of the Trojans. Minster going to get some subs in there now. We got Phil Schock coming in for the Cats. I'm sorry, Brian Schock. Younger brother of Phil Schock. Stuckey comes out, the senior. This will be his last game for the Wildcats.
Hands them both.
Schock with the ball. Over to Heitkamp. He's going to shoot the three. No good. Rebound to Schwartz. Out to P.J. Sider. Up. Good. Timeout Minster. 10 seconds. 10 seconds left to go. Score Trojans 60. The Wildcats 50. And she's all but over. Minster got most of their seniors on the bench. I believe what you're going to see is Mr. Bergman come in to replace Sider. So again, the game brought to you by Eagle Plaza, Eagle's Nest, Ben Franklin, Jenny's Hallmark, Coast to Coast, Lawler's Flowers and Greenhouse, Sweeterman's Minster Pharmacy, and Compass Foods. By Stroh, Borgert, and Johnson, Certified Public Accountants. Minster Foods, Trademark Designs, Paul Winter Nursery.
Been a hard-fought ball game. Both teams, nothing to hold their head down about. They both played a great season, great game today, and it's unfortunate one person has to lose.
Minster with the steal. Schwartz got it. They're going to call a foul on, I don't know who, for 52. Vehorn with the foul. 4 seconds, a little over 4 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ryan Schwartz gets to go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Well, Minster, 29 years since they've been to the regionals. We get to the regional finals, and it's also been 29 years since we went to the state. We're not going to get to the state this time. But there's some other things that we did too. Coach Lee in his first year, first time ever beating Jack Albers over at Marion Local, first time ever beating Hagemeyer over at Fort Laramie. So this team's gone probably, you know, they've done things that nobody really expected of them.
That's right. It's been a great year for them.
While on the other side of the coin, Schwartz hits them both. On the other side of the coins, I think the Botkins people were expecting great things out of this group, and they're going to see a state contender right here. They're going to go get down and play at Columbus next Thursday night at 9 o'clock. They're going to play at Columbus. There's no doubt about it, and they had a fine ball game. We certainly enjoyed bringing you the game. We're going to stay right here for the presentation of awards and the net cutting. But we want to congratulate again the Botkins Trojans on a very fine ball game. We congratulate the Minster Wildcats also with a 52-point effort tonight, 60-52. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. We're glad that we got somebody up in our neck of the woods representing us in the state finals.
That's right, Al.
State competition.
And I think if they hit those 3-pointers like they did today, I think they're going to be a tough team to beat down there. I think they got as good a chance as anybody else.
They've got a very good ball club.
The best of luck.
Schools. Mr. Klaus. Before we get into giving out the team trophies and cutting of the net, I'd like for all the fans to give both teams a well-deserved round of applause. If I have Coach Lee and the Minster Wildcats come around me, please. I know you're most probably disappointed in the outcome of the score today, but you really can't be disappointed in your effort and also in the type of season that you had. Keep in mind that today when we went into regional play, there were 8 teams that were able to play in the regional finals, and you were one of them. Also, during the regular season, you had 17 wins, and it's been 29 years since any Minster team went as far as you did. You can be very proud of yourself. On behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, it's my pleasure to give you this trophy, which reads Regional Runner-Up 1994 Division IV Boys Basketball, Minster Wildcats. Coach Rogers, how about bringing a trophy over? I imagine that most of you folks from Botkins might be going to Columbus next weekend. It's a thrill I know most of you will never forget, and you've earned it with your hard play here today. 21 wins now. You've had an outstanding season up to this point, and wish you the best of luck next week. On behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, it's indeed an honor and a privilege to present the regional champions, 1994 Division IV, the Trojans of Botkins High School.
Ticket information for state tournament for the Botkins following. Student sales will be Monday.
Okay, Botkins comes out of here with a 21-5 record. They're going to go to the state, and they're going to play at 9 o'clock Thursday night. Minster, meanwhile, they bow out at 17-8. Fine season for first-year coach Mike Lee and the Wildcat players. Now, I want to give you some more sponsors here. Again, we want to thank the sponsors for helping us bring you this game. TriStar Packaging Products Corporation, the Dannon Company Incorporated, G&G Tool Company Incorporated, Metzger Brothers Implement Incorporated, by Minster Insurance, Minster Lumber, the Minster State Bank, N.J. Hogenkamp Sons, Spiela's Chiropractic Clinic Incorporated, Willie's Tavern and Drive-Thru, Wagner's IGA, Wermeyer Concrete, Weimer Construction Incorporated, Busher Electric Incorporated, Brinkman Service Center, Minster Dental Center, Burke's Petroleum Service, Borner's Construction Incorporated, Minster FOE 1391, Progress Tool Company, Full Count Sports, Wooden Shoe Inn, H.A. Dorston Incorporated, Globus Printing Company, McDonald's Restaurant. From Botkins, Wilt Holmes and Harry's Paint Shop, The Crossing, Myers Tavern, Botkins Sunoco, Kenny Equipment, Beam Construction, Brown Welding, Kennedy's Garage, In Between, Lottridge Rubber. And there's Coach Rogers taking the final snip at the net underneath. And Tony Rogers, a first-year coach for the Botkins Trojan, and he's taking this team to state. And again, the irony of the thing could be, I don't know what's happening up at Upper Scioto Valley, but they could play Bill Elsaw and the Upper Scioto Valley Rams, and I'm sure they'd love to. That would be a real fun matchup down at state, Mike.
Yeah, I think so. I think it should be an enjoyable weekend for Botkins, and I think they got a great chance. And I hate to see what he's got to do next year for Encore. People from Botkins might be expecting us every year, a trip to Columbus. So.
Well, you're right, and I think they're going to play either Worthington Christian or Centerburg. Worthington Christian is in at 20-4. Centerburg is 24-0, and that's again going to be Thursday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Okay, so they're restringing that net. Do they get both nets or just one net? They just get one
one
net.
down. I don't know if they're going to take the other one down or not.
I guess they just get one net. So with, okay, yeah. Now I want to turn this thing over to Mike, and let's get the statistics here.
The final stats for, let's go to Minster first. Eric Belcher, playing in his last game for Minster, scored 6 points. P.J. Sider with 13 points. Kurt Fullenkamp, 14 points. Jonas Leaning with 14 points. Brian Heitkamp, 1. And Ryan Schwartz with 4 points for a total of 52 points. Rickert for Botkins with 4 points. Wendell, leading scorer of the game with 24 points. Steinke with 6. Behorn with 7. Plattfoot 14 points, and King with 5 for a total of 60 points. Minster was able to cut down the turnovers in the second half, only having 4 turnovers and had 13 rebounds. Botkins only 3 turnovers the second half, 6 turnovers for the game, Al, and 22 rebounds on the night. And that's they protected the ball well in that first half. I think Minster just kind of maybe got behind the 8 ball with those turnovers and just really couldn't overcome their sloppy play.
Well, I think the key, it was the turnovers there in that first half by Minster, and that's what kind of killed them. Now they cut the turnovers down in the second half, and they actually cut the margin of victory down there in the second half. So Minster playing well the second half there.
They really came back second half, and they composed themselves, and they really handled the pressure well. And but that's just saying, Botkins had some great athletes out there. Really had some hands in their face and stuff, and it's 2 great teams out there.
Okay, Mike, thanks for the stats and thanks for helping. There you see the guys going to the state out there in the middle of the court. And from UD Arena, this is Alan Mesher along with Mike Greiner and Malcolm White, our cameraman, and we thank you. And we hope you follow the Botkins Trojans through the state finals. Thank you and good evening.
Thanks for joining us on community-minded local television. This is Channel 8, Minster, and Channel 12, Botkins. This has been a presentation of Channel 13 Productions and Cable TV Sports in cooperation with Dimension Cablevision and Heartland Cable.